Hey everybody, it's Wednesday. You know what that means. Yes, that's right. It's time for Sarcastic Distractions, the interesting podcast for interesting people. Featuring, as always, the Gentleman Society of Podcasting. Myself, Harvey.
I said what in the butt. I said what in the butt. I said what in the butt.
I did say that.
You did.
I did say that.
I've heard you.
That's not even a joke.
I've heard you say that. Sure. That's you singing, just pitched up.
Oh, for sure, yeah.
Yeah.
My heterosexual life mate, Dave.
I'm pillaging everyone, you include.
Yes. That's awesome.
Nandor.
And the ever-loving, ever-vamping AJ.
What are those? I'm pillaging everyone, you include.
I forgot to put one in for myself.
I love it. I love it. And thanks for coming on to Sarcastic Distractions,
Yes.
however you're listening to us. Now that we got this new audio box, who the fuck knows what's going to fucking set it out?
I don't know.
Just an episode just with AJ. Just
I know.
Right? I should just like take clips from each of our episodes and load them in here.
Yeah, like the South Park Super Friends episode. Yeah, absolutely. You should
Super
definitely
Adventure
do that.
Time or whatever.
Yeah, and I do say, what in the
Hey,
butt?
we've only done like the
what
2-minute
in the
intro, and we're already on the South Park.
Already,
I'm
yeah,
very
of course.
impressed.
Yeah, the
I
South
had
Park.
because I had to put it in.
Of course. I love it. Yeah. And just so you know, this is kind of, sort of what we're talking about today. We are having ourselves a wonderful, distracting discussion. A chitty chat.
Over some wonderful warm tea beverages
Yeah, that's right.
at this beautiful table.
Our buble.
A buble.
Buble.
Yeah, absolutely. Not a sponsor.
What you talking about, Willis?
I mean, they may as well be, because maybe they're not they're an unofficial sponsor.
We'd have to get Pepsi to sponsor us somehow.
Oh, do they own Bubbly?
Yeah.
Oh,
It's
that's
funny.
a shame.
You kept saying Bublé, and I'm thinking of the singer.
Well, yeah.
Michael
Well,
Bublé.
you know
Bublé.
what? Buble is not a sponsor, but
It's
hey, if
Michael.
he's...
Is it
Michael?
literally just
Yeah.
Michael? I think
Mikhail.
he's a French guy. I always think it was a
Yeah.
French guy for
No.
some
Mikhail,
reason.
just call him Mikhail.
It's Mike.
Mikhail.
Mikey.
Vicky.
Mikhail.
Yeah.
Mike.
Well, Mikey Bublé, if you're listening to this and you want to sponsor us or come on and chat about your partnership with Bubbly or anything, we'd love to have you.
That
He's
would
fucking-
be good.
He's a
I'm
funny
up for it.
guy.
Yeah, I'd
He's
be up
all
for
right.
it.
Yeah, he's pretty all right.
Yeah, he's one of those relaxed, he's a great artist, but he's one of those relaxed. He'll just roll the shit just like every other human.
That's true. He's got a good sense of humor about
Yes.
the bullshit. And he knows what
I
he's
follow
doing.
him on the TikToks.
Oh, yeah?
Oh,
He's
nice.
a humorous fellow.
That's funny.
That's good.
cool.
That is
Yeah.
good.
All right, gentlemen, aside from Bublé and our own intros, let's get into it. What are we talking about this week? What do you guys want to bring up?
What you
Anything in
got?
particular?
You really got to put a chirp button for the next time we have the general and just hit the chirp button. Chirp.
Yeah,
No,
oh,
the
the-
quiet.
yeah.
What do you want to
Those
talk
guys?
about?
Yeah, plus one of that. I agree. You should
Silence.
definitely leave a block for that. For
That's why we need
moments.
a fourth person, because they could be like
I know.
Googling this shit
Yeah.
and then like dropping it in
No,
for me.
For sure. Did anybody want to apply to be a producer?
Got you.
Yeah, they
Got
can
And,
just drop it in
anyone
for
want to
me.
produce for a show? Let
Yeah.
us know. Let us
Yeah.
know. We have
We'll
have an
We'll pay you
internship.
in free.
We have an internship,
An internship.
available.
Actually, that's kind of one of those
That's right.
horrible. Talking to my nephew who has moved in and all that wonderful fun stuff. He's already started looking at internships.
Okay.
And I'm like, okay, dude, you do you.
All right.
He's looking at internships for the big game developers that are down in California.
Big.
Ooh.
Oh, like video. I thought you meant like
Yeah.
big game, as in
Ooh.
like moose.
Oh, hunting?
Yeah, like
no,
giant-
no.
giant-
I could tell him from Northwestern Ontario.
he's an elk hunter, is he?
game,
Big.
like-
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. Elk
Let's go
and
for a
moose,
10-point buck, eh? Oh yeah.
Oh
Okay.
yeah, those hogs are really fucking shit up.
Oh, I never thought of it like that. Well, that's cool.
That is good. I never thought of it that way either. But yes, so I'm talking about the software development of gaming.
What you talking about, Willis?
Not the gaming of animals.
Gotcha.
Yeah,
Gotcha.
none of
I
that.
gotcha.
But either way, yeah, it's just one of those. What's he looking at? As I said, just the places down in like for actual games where he's looking at like I think he was looking at like $60 American, and he just had to go visit LA and stuff. I was just very amused. It's like one of those things.
Hilarious.
Part of me is like, should I really push him hard to let him know, hey, this is real life?
Yeah, I know. Well, the funny thing is, he's seeing these big game developers because he thinks, well, that's
Yeah.
you just that's what you see. Oh, it's LA
Yeah.
or wherever it may be. But like we have some pretty significant developers in our own backyard.
Yeah.
Right? Digital Extremes runs out of
Yeah.
London, and they make one of the biggest MMOs, which is, what is that? It's a really fun game. I played
You
it.
should know.
I should
if you've
know.
played
I don't
it.
believe I've played it.
Let us know when it comes back to me. Warframe, that's what it's called. Warframe.
Oh.
Yeah,
I've never
it's
played it.
it's very fun. A little bit convoluted to get into, but once you're in, it's pretty hilarious.
Nice.
Yeah.
But then there's also
But-
there's Montreal.
Yeah. Ubisoft Montreal
Ubisoft is
and
out there,
WB
WB
Montreal.
is out there.
Yeah.
Nice.
Well,
that's just
EA
what-
Sports
more
is
for
out
me, it was
east,
just-
or out west.
I'm like, it's nice that you're thinking of this, but like, you might want to intern something more in Canada.
Right.
You don't need to worry about getting taxed by the American government,
Yeah.
taxed by
Exactly.
the Canadian government.
Well, if he wants to get a start by producing a little fun podcast, sorry, Three
there,
Idiots.
I can
you know.
throw it at him just
Yeah,
for
I
the
mean, why
giggles.
not?
all he
Why
has
not?
to do is Google funny shit.
Yeah.
And put it in my thing.
And be on the ready for shit.
The
Yeah.
electronic thing, just
He
so
can
everybody's aware.
be our very own Jamie.
He's very aggressive, actually.
He is very
Like,
aggressive.
we bitch at each other and yell at one another, but
I
it's
like
always
it.
in that fun, loving way. That
Yeah.
was
I think
the vibe wasn't quite there for me.
You were at an 11. We need you at a 7.
sorry.
Like really.
I pity the fool.
I love it.
Ouch! I kind of feel bad. We're calling that a 7.
So, yeah, interns, people who want to come produce for an indefinite amount of time.
Yeah, I tried to do shit like that when I got out of school.
Yeah,
Went
how'd
to
that go for
Toronto
you?
and-
Hmm.
Not so good. Yeah, that's why I bought my own shit.
Yeah.
for sure.
Yeah.
Well, no, and to be honest, any sort of career a lot of times has that just dumbass luck. Like I know even for me, yes, I've worked for one employer for over 21 years.
Sure.
Was this because of my great plans, my wonderful understanding, my ability to work with other people?
Huh.
No, dumbass fucking luck where I happened to go to the right interview and
Yeah.
clicked at the right time, got the job, and that started it all.
Well, let's be honest. You missed a step. You sucked the right penis. No big deal.
Oh,
Yeah,
well,
whatever.
let's
Yeah.
be clear.
That's
penises and vaginas.
a fair-
Okay,
yeah.
I am not
You
sexist.
don't discriminate. That's
No,
true.
that
That's
is
true.
it.
That's true.
Guys are weird.
You're even weirder.
Guys are just weird.
Yeah. So
If you
speaking
ever want to
of,
be made to feel uncomfortable, come and intern for our
that's
show.
right. That's right. Yeah.
That's true.
Yeah.
Actually, it's another one of those funny just things. And everybody that, of course, has listened to us from day one has realized that we've had actually some guests who just always seem to adapt to us.
I would
Yeah.
agree. I think they adapt to our style more so than
It's
Yeah,
one of those
the
things
other.
where we're just offensive enough that we don't scare them away. They get intrigued and come closer.
Yes.
I don't know anybody who's wanted to come back other than Nikki. So
Oh, that's true. Actually, they've all wanted to come back. We just haven't invited them
Oh.
back.
Yeah. We're all about
But, like,
originality.
what
Yeah.
would we talk to the coffee lady about? She does other stuff, doesn't she?
She does. She does a lot of stuff.
a lot of stuff.
A lot of stuff.
stuff.
Yeah. Why did you make fun of my
Does
list?
does she do speech therapy?
I think this is pod bullying. I think you bullied me in the pod.
Are you very?
I don't think you bullying my list.
Welcome to Bullycast.
I pity the fool.
I would.
I would. Yeah.
I would.
Yeah. No, she does. Actually, Jenna does want to come back. We will definitely invite her on. So
Oh
there-
yeah, we're all about a variety.
In fact, you
except
know
for
what?
us.
Maybe I'll line some guests up coming up in the next couple of months. If you guys are cool
Dun
with that.
dun dun.
Yeah, we'll do that. It's fun
Yeah, it's one of those. I like again. I can bring my wonderful wife.
for sure.
Kids, I attempted once. We
But the
talked
other-
about that many years ago.
I hate to say this, and I don't mean to be egotistical or anything, but I think we also love the smell of our own broth. You know what I mean? So we
Yeah.
like doing our own
That's
thing.
Oh, God, yeah.
You know, yeah. So it's
I
kind
like
of
to
just
fart
lose
around
sight.
you guys.
I know
Oh yeah,
you do.
and you know what? I love it when you do it. It adds
That's
that
true.
variety.
Yeah,
into the
yeah,
air.
yeah. And you know what? The best thing about you, AJ, is and your broth is no smells are exactly the same. You know, two smells.
I fart like this.
Yeah, that's true. You do that. That's true. Sorry, it comes right out.
Now I'm picturing a clown.
A mime?
No, because mimes don't use sound.
Yeah, I was just trying to think of a silent clown.
No.
That's all I was thinking of. That's all.
You're canceled.
I knew that a long time ago.
That would be actually slightly entertaining, where you see a mime do all these amazing, beautiful things, and at the
we
very end, just smiles and goes, and
We should interview a mime.
We should. We should. Yeah. See,
We may have to do that on the video cast, but
I think we would. Yeah,
just
less than
No, because then we could it could be like an audio description
right
of what the mime is doing.
That's just describing
Yes.
what the mime's doing.
The mime comes in here
Because that's
and
peak,
does some mimery.
that's peak
and-
entertainment right
Mimery.
there. Yeah, absolutely.
Not
I
to be
agree.
confused with mammary, or memory.
Those are very different things. Yes, this
But
is
yeah,
true.
and then we describe what. Okay, so now he can't get out of the box. Okay, so now he's in a pretend box. Okay,
Yeah.
now now there's a lot of wind.
oh.
Now there's a lot of wind blowing. He's trying to pull
For
against
sure.
a rope.
He's climbing up the rope. He's climbing up the rope out of the box. Oh, someone cut the rope. Oh, he
Oh,
fell
he
back in the
fell
box.
down. Oh,
okay,
no.
yeah. He's stuck in the box forever.
I think that type of podcast is outside of my wheelhouse.
Some tells me we don't need a mime to do it.
No,
Then we call that on the fly.
Damn, they killed
Call
my
it on the
idea.
fly. Yeah,
You guys suck.
yeah, they don't need to know. No, we'll still do it. Yeah, this says they need to know if there's mime here or not.
Wow.
Whoa! I just
What
ratted us
was
out.
that?
I just ratted us out.
You
Just
did,
ratted us
you
out.
bastard.
Anyways. Hey, I got something to talk about.
Sure.
I just saw the new TMNT movie, Mutant Mayhem.
Oh
The
yeah.
one that Seth Rogen did.
Okay.
Okay.
Have you guys seen it?
No.
I will say I very much enjoyed it.
Oh yeah.
Also, I will say it is not our turtles. Don't
No.
expect
No,
it to
they'll
be our
never make
turtles.
No,
turtles.
But I
I
think,
think our turtles are gone.
I
Yes,
think so,
they passed
and
the
that's
grade.
okay.
Turtles
That's
have
okay.
Yeah.
Passed the gauntlet. Too.
Yep. For sure. We got our movies. We got like 2 wonderful, fantastic films.
That's true.
You know.
Yeah,
so
I
can't
did like
complain.
both of them.
Yeah,
They
me
were
too.
both. I always enjoyed both.
Me
That's-
too. Yeah.
That I don't know if they made a third one. Did they?
We're not going
They
to talk
didn't-
about
yeah,
it.
they
Yeah, we're
didn't-
not going to
They
talk
didn't
about
make
it.
a third one.
No.
Was the third one the back in time one or something?
No.
No, it didn't happen.
You know what's funny? You bring this up. I forgot about it, but when you bring this up, I'm like, I actually liked
Yeah,
that
Oh,
we
one.
know,
you're
yeah.
fired.
Oh,
yeah, I did
You're
like that
fucking
one.
Fired.
There was something
you probably like
about
the
it.
Michael Bay ones too.
Ah, no.
No,
Those
I tried to watch
suck.
once and it didn't
God.
click. No, but
Even
yeah,
the-
I did like the third one. Yeah.
Yeah, I think I have a fondness for it, but I'm pretty sure it's a bad movie.
Oh, it's horrible in a
Yeah,
lot of context,
yeah.
but I enjoyed it.
I find Michael Bay's presentation of properties, it's like the idea was there, but something's wrong.
I feel like he just took a poster of that franchise and like, I can make this movie. He didn't go to any of the lore.
No.
You
Well,
know
I
what
got to
mean?
admit, if he could produce that with just that thought, I got to give a bit of a head
That's
nod. I'm
pretty
sorry.
good. Yeah,
Well,
that's,
something like
that's fucking
Transformers.
next
I'm not
level.
saying it's my
Yeah.
click, but hey, I
No.
give you a head nod, dude.
Yeah,
and he
that's
made
true.
good movies too. Like Bad Boys was a good movie.
The Island, also a good movie.
Did he do The Island?
Yeah, great fucking
The
film.
one with
Ewan McGregor
McGregor,
and
yeah.
what's her face, Scarlett Johansson.
yeah. That was
The
a
clone
great-
one.
That was a great movie.
I don't know if I've seen it.
I
I may have. It's
Basically,
a recollection.
Ewan McGregor, a lot of other people too, and Scarlett Johansson basically play clones who were cloned by their celebrity, famous, rich, real people, and then it's these clones that try to get free.
Yeah. So like
And-
the whole idea is like you every day there's a lottery. and
Yeah.
somebody gets picked for the lottery.
Right.
But what it is they're getting harvested.
Yeah,
They're using
so
their
parts
clones to
and stuff.
harvest.
right,
Yeah, makes sense.
right.
Okay, gotcha.
And
And then the
And
whole
then, the Ewan McGregor kind of becomes aware
yeah.
of what's shaken, like something's not right.
right.
Like why does he have to do the same thing over and over every day,
Yeah.
day in and day out? And then starts to kind of figure it out. It's
Yeah.
a great movie.
It's a great movie,
Yeah, I
and
don't think I
the
have ever seen
ultimate
it.
question is like, is all sentient life matter and should be free or whatever? And I'm like, I don't know.
So it's
If I pay for the clones, I'd be pretty pissed off if they just
basically
decided to
about,
get up
like-
and fucked off on me.
free range versus caged chicken farming.
Yeah, but for humans.
Yeah, okay.
exactly.
Yeah. Well, it is going to be one of those lovely questions in all honesty. Like, because again, as you called out, if my body is regrown with no brain,
Right.
but everything else,
Yeah.
is it a me?
Is it?
Is it?
Exactly.
Well, yes, because your body sheds like you don't have the same body as you did like 12 years ago.
Well, no, but I guess that's
Right?
my point.
So-
I still
so
don't
then
consider
yes.
it me.
Then I would say the answer is yes, because
I
that
say
was
no.
still you.
No, see, that's where I say no personally.
Yeah, I think
It's
there's
not-
more to it than just
Yeah.
your physical components.
Even if it was the that Schwarzenegger flick 7 days, I think it was, or something of this nature.
Oh yeah,
12
the
days.
cloning one. Yeah. The sixth day.
Sixth day.
Yeah.
So take that concept and the clone that actually happens to know and all that stuff. Like it's one of those things of he is a person.
Yeah.
That's one thing I always loved about that movie, along with all the action, and it was a good Schwarzenegger flick.
Yeah.
But also, just at the end of it, he's the same, but even he knows he's different. I don't know. I really love the end of that movie.
Yeah.
I thought it was
me
a very,
too, actually.
It's like Gemini Man.
yeah, it was just very.
Except
Shit.
a little bit better.
No, anything with Will Smith is awesome.
Oh, so awesome. Wild Wild West is his best work ever.
Did you see that boxing movie with Chris Rock?
Oh, vey.
It's more like a TikTok.
TikTok, yeah, I love it. So good. So good. So back to Turtles. I will say this. The soundtrack was clearly fucking written for me. It's basically half Nine Inch Nails and half old school hip hop.
Oh,
it's
yeah.
fan-fucking-tastic.
Nice.
It's not all Ice Cube.
No,
'Cause Ice
no.
Cube-
He's got like a little bits of him in it, but it's not him.
Doesn't he play the bad villain
Does,
guy?
and he does a really great job.
Yeah, well,
he's
of course,
so
'cause
fun.
he's Ice Cube.
He's so fun. I love all of the voice cast. There's lots of really fun little surprises. You're like, ha ha ha, that's really great. And yeah, it was a really fun film. It was a really fun film. I hope they make a shitload more of them because they made me.
Well, they're supposed to be
smile a
making
lot.
the TV series.
Oh, nice, nice. Very cringy too, like in a good way. You know what I mean? Like, yeah.
Well, I heard what they did is they got a lot of the dialogue that the kids do because it's actual teenagers as the Turtles. A lot of the dialogue was just them like sitting around talking to each other.
Oh yeah,
They'd give them like, "Here's what you're supposed to be doing."
yeah,
And now just
Do that.
Have that conversation.
yeah.
Yeah, between the four of you.
It shows. You can
Yeah.
definitely tell in the audio, and it actually works well. It does. It doesn't feel. It feels like a very natural movie, which is something fucking weird to say because it's animated, and it's like
And it's like a stylized animation.
stylized
as well,
animation,
yeah.
and it's also what, like how many iterations of the Turtles has there been?
Oh my god.
So for it to
lot.
have like that natural feeling is pretty
Okay.
crazy. Kudos to Seth Rogen and his team. They
I'll
did
have
a
to check it
kick-ass
out.
job.
I'll
Yeah.
have to check it out.
And,
If you have
I've been
properly sold
nervous.
this, you should get your kickback.
I should, yeah. Well, because we're all Canadians, so we all get a Canadian
Oh yeah,
kickback,
fair enough,
right?
Fair enough.
Seth's gonna pay
He
to the
should send us
Canadian
some of his houseplant
media
weed.
fund. He should send us some of this houseplant
It's
weed.
not
Yeah.
the greatest.
But well, listen, just so you know, South, we're also high all the time. So by
Yeah,
all
that's
means, we know.
I mean, it's
we know.
okay. Maybe if you get it through like other avenues other than
OCS,
a licensed producer. Yeah.
probably. Yeah.
I don't even know if you can get it through.
I'm sure you can get it through a
OCS.
farm or something. Apparently, they now have direct farm direct. Whatever you call it. Yeah. Farm to table weed now. You can go to
Farm to
farms
table weed.
and buy weed from the supplier.
Yeah.
In
it's
Ontario,
possible.
legally, or
Yeah.
legal?
Yeah.
You used to be able to do that.
Yeah, there was a time. Yeah, until it wasn't allowed.
It was called buying weed.
That's right. Right. Now it was like, no, you can't. You got to
See,
buy
I
it
think
through these means,
when
okay?
when I think farm to table, I think like it went from the farm to the table, like that day or something like that.
Well, you can put
Like,
your
when
weed
you-
on the table.
When you go to a restaurant, and say, "Oh, a farm to table,
Sure.
farm to table pigs," like it was slaughtered like yesterday,
Yeah.
right? But weed takes like a month to dry out.
Yeah.
Right. But
So
I
you
think
can't have like farm to table.
no. I think the idea being that the fact that you can pick directly from the supplier, you don't have to go all through all the middleman. Like they can do,
Middle people,
Yeah.
Christopher.
Sorry, yeah, middle people.
Cancel.
Fuck, he got me again.
I pity the fool.
That should have been the cancel. That should have canceled.
That's the canceled button.
Yeah.
I need
But no,
I need a toot.
But the fact that you can buy it without having to go through, OCS or whomever it might be, I think is a win.
Yeah.
Is a win. It's like craft beer.
I was
right?
gonna call- you know
They
what's
still
funny?
have to be
That's
licensed
what I was
by
gonna
the
call it.
province to do it.
Pardon me?
So the province is still
Legally,
getting their cut. They
yes.
still have to be licensed by
Oh,
the
yeah,
province.
they're still
to do
getting
it.
Oh yeah, you
Okay.
still got to get your license, all that shit, but you got to do that to grow commercially anyway.
So the
Yeah.
government's
So-
still getting their shit.
And it's not, of course, they're still
So then
supplying
what's
to
the
the
fucking
government.
difference?
Well, the difference is
And
you can go
won't
to
won't taste shitty.
yeah, and you exactly, or you can, like
It won't be
it's
sitting on a shelf for 6 months before I buy it.
it'd be the same as of course. If I had the opportunity to go buy, let's say, a brewery that I do like, Forked River, directly from Forked River. It's a bad example because I brewery in London, but if we go directly to Forked River rather than let's say pick up Forked River in a beer store, I'd fucking do that in a heartbeat. First, they got a lot
Depends
more
on how much
variety.
I've already drank and or smoked before this choice.
Fair. That's true. Yes, that does factor into my decisions. I'm just saying that's a better option than always having to go through the government middle person. The middle government.
Middle government.
Government.
The government.
I don't even. Yeah.
Yeah. I know. We don't. Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
Yeah, you don't. Yeah, you grow your own. I know.
Well,
No,
yeah,
I
you're
visit-
allowed to
I
now.
visit-
That's fine.
I
Sure.
visit the indigenous suppliers.
Yeah, they're legal.
and I prefer that.
Yeah,
I
okay,
do too.
cool. All right.
There's something, the quality, the pricing. It always seems
That's
better.
funny because
Yeah.
I've heard both sides of this, and I'm not sure where I fall. Other than I think I agree with both sides, and that is, well, because I don't know. Like, I've
I
heard
do love taking.
I've
it
heard
every
people
way.
say OCS weed sucks. If you don't know, talk about Ontario Cannabis Store. Is that what it's fucking
Yeah.
called? Yeah,
OCS.
OCS weed sucks because it's always dry or there's always something bad or it's overpriced. And then the other side is people are like, oh, I don't like the weed from the indigenous side because it's not regulated or whatever. These are the major
that's silly.
excuses.
Yeah.
I think both
The
are stupid.
only thing I'll call out is if you're looking to get an edible or a drink, I have to admit I go on the government because it is truly consistent.
Right.
Whereas I have bought like the M&Ms that have the marijuana coating.
Uh-huh.
8-1, nothing. 8-5, nothing. Got pissed off. Just decided to eat the last 3.
Yeah. Gonzoed. Yeah.
It was just one of those. And again, don't get me wrong. I do understand that also it depends on your mind, where you're at, brain, all those lovely other things and dimensions in this lovely world of ours. But what was the difference? I don't know.
Yeah. No, you're right. There's some sort of regulation.
You can find some OCS stuff that's all right, like the joint that we had.
The Panda Puffs.
Panda Puffs.
Yep,
and
those are fun.
one
Those
we
are
just had
nice,
there for
actually.
Explosion.
Yep.
I noticed their package date isn't far off from like they were packaged in like July.
Oh,
Okay.
yeah.
Something
It's
like
not
that.
bad.
So that's not bad. But then
It's not
there's
bad.
some that were like packaged in April of last year.
Right. Which is fucking
And
asshole.
no amount of sitting in a plastic bottle or in a plastic bag, zipped
Okay, so
topped or
and
anything
again,
like that.
just one of
is
those
gonna
lovely
make it
moments of we
stay
must take a
fresh.
moment.
Yeah.
We are just proving how old we are because
Oh,
it's
yeah.
one of those. You remember the days where it didn't matter how old, where it came from, nothing. Smoke
Listen.
it, we're good.
Good call. I remember all of us. I've done it to both of you at various times. Fucking smoking, basically couch weed, where you go,
Yeah,
scrape.
yeah, yeah.
They're all the
I've done that.
cushions.
We used to have
Get
a
all
table.
your fucking.
We used to have a table in our basement that had like a lip, right?
Yeah.
So all the weed that fell on the table, you could like scrape it up.
Yeah.
To like I've done that. Oh man, I've gone outside and like picked roaches off the ground after my
Right.
dad's thrown them over the side of the deck. I'll sit there and like smoke like like the glass pipes or whatever. You just
Yeah.
sit there and haul on them
Oh,
and heat them up so
to get the res out of it? Yeah.
just
Oh,
smoke
for
the
sure.
res through the pipe. Yeah.
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 And here we are bitching about how
old for
old
that
is the fucking weed is and shit.
Yeah.
It's just how much life has changed.
Well, because it's like indica sativa. Like, back in the day,
There was no such thing as
I
know.
get you high.
Yeah, exactly. We had no fucking clue. No. You're like, there was no getting to negotiate price. It was like, okay, that's what I gotta
Yeah,
pay.
there was none of that.
Am I getting shake or not? We're gonna find
Yeah,
out.
that was always the shitty
that
kind.
I never got.
Yeah.
I never got.
There was only once or twice I remember having shake in my possession, but I don't know if I paid for it, if it just came, some way,
Yeah.
somehow. And you still make it work.
There was a guy in high school who used to sell grams, and then you'd put little tickets in the grams, and then you'd win a prize.
Oh, that's fun.
So you could win like, I'll give you free half gram if you get the ticket.
Oh, so he's
so
like
you'd have like 5 throughout the day. or
I
something
love
like that.
this
Yeah.
concept.
He was a
for-
promotional
that is-
drug dealer.
Wow.
It was like if he had an app. If he had an app, he'd be a fucking king.
If those were the days, yeah.
Oh my
No,
God.
yeah. He just like you'd get it in your little. He'd put like a gram bud in a little tinfoily.
Yeah.
And then you'd have a little piece of paper and it'd say like, "You win a free gram. Come see me."
Shout out to that
Whatever,
guy.
And you go see homie and you fucking like.
I shout out to
you
him.
honor that
marketing.
shit too.
I shout out because
yeah.
that is a great idea, but it's also side of it that he gets in the court because he's been charged with dealing drugs, and they have these little pieces of paper about coming to call me and see me.
Yeah.
Yeah,
it
I wouldn't
doesn't
have the
bode
paper.
well.
Not my problem, man.
Yeah.
Am I getting my free weed?
Yeah. It's all my free dope and I'm out of here,
Yeah.
please.
Take
Yeah.
the paper. Fucking dispose of it yourself, bud.
Oh, yeah.
But yeah.
Well, I got to give him credit for ingenuity. That's
That is
fun,
good.
right?
I got to give a head
Yeah.
nod too. I really do.
Another guy that I used to visit, he would stamp a piece of paper and then give you the stamp with your shit, right?
Yeah.
And then if you collected 30 of them or some stupid shit, he'd give you a half quart.
Nice.
Yeah.
That's fucking
I've
he
never
stopped-
experienced
he
this in my
stopped doing
entire
it.
life.
No.
You gotta talk
No.
to the right guys, I guess.
The guy, the closest I came was when I knew weed was serious. This is when I lived on Stanley, so it would have been like 26, 27.
Hmm.
So, where shout out to a friend of ours had a dealer come by, and I'm just gonna call him this because I don't know his name, but it's Lord Byron, because I think his name was Byron. I was like, okay, this guy comes with like professional style like duffel case thing, and he comes in. We're all just chit chatting. I think we were smoking at the time. We go inside, brings this thing in, puts it up, and then he basically puts on a display for all these different fucking strains, all these different prices,
For fuck's
yeah,
sake.
all this sort of shit,
It's
and like
fucking Buddy and Grandma's Boy.
yes, like just fucking like that. And our minds
Pineapple
were
Express.
fucking blown. We're like, holy shit. How do you have this much weed?
Yeah.
Like, how the fuck is it even possible? B, how do you even know this is from this? Like, whatever. So, and he hooked us up great. So that was the closest I ever had to.
That's actually that's like your entry point. He's one of
Yeah.
the first.
Yeah, he was one. Yeah,
Yeah.
for sure. Yeah.
Yeah, I wasn't there that evening because
No.
I have to admit mine was always just whatever you could get. Fuck it.
Yeah, you would have remembered that
Yeah.
night if that was for
I
sure.
was not there.
For sure.
That
Yeah.
and oil, but we've already talked about oil.
Oh,
we don't need
oil.
to bring that up again.
Oh my
Oh,
God.
wow.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
I'm kind of glad those days are far behind me.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
will admit.
And hey, kudos to you if you still do that shit. I don't
I
know.
haven't had hash oil on a joint for a long time.
yeah.
It's been a long time.
The big challenge
Doing
from my
BTs?
perspective was always just
Oh, I
that
hated that.
it was either sober in this concept or I was fucking gone.
Yeah.
I never had an in between.
no middle
See, I
ground.
always enjoyed. It was always more mellow for me.
Yeah.
Oh, I was
enjoyed it.
pretty mellow, but I was gone.
But I
mellow.
could
Yeah,
never
yeah.
do that. I could never do the bottle tokes. I was always anti-smoking tobacco with my weed.
Ooh, so you're not a popper fan?
No.
Okay.
No poppers. No rolling.
Oh,
No
okay.
cutting your weed with to put it in the joint. No,
That's
I have to admit, I did that a
Couldn't do
lot
it.
too. I
Yeah.
did that a lot.
And I was
did that, yeah.
You know, pretty avid smoker. So
Yeah.
That
I
is
just
actually
couldn't-
surprising. Yeah.
Oh,
I just
what was your
couldn't.
reason for not doing it?
It hurt. It tasted gross.
So what I
Okay.
would
I
often
just
do
smoke the weed.
is I put more tobacco in it. This is going way back. I don't know if you can still do it now, where you make your own cigarettes at home. You buy
Oh,
just
yeah.
the shells,
Oh, yeah,
and
yeah.
then you buy
Rollies.
the roll, and
Yeah.
you get the little machine.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think one time when I got like a gram, I was interspersing it in a special pack of cigarettes.
Oh, I
That's a
couldn't do that.
brilliant move.
And at that
I used
time,
to put
I
like
enjoyed
oil.
it.
Hell
I used to
yeah.
put
Yeah.
oil on my smoke.
We tried
sometimes.
that too.
Yeah,
I
we
remember us
definitely
trying
did
it.
that.
It
Yeah,
works.
yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, it works, yeah. But that's
But
pretty much a BT
It's
too,
still gross.
right?
It's
Like, I
still
mean,
gross.
you're running on the.
See, I used
the
to do
heater.
like hash, like hot knives,
Oh, hot knives too. Yeah, yeah.
I've only
I'd
done
use, like,
that
the
once.
yeah.
and then you take the half of the 2 liter and you use that so you don't burn your face.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, that's a good plan. Nice.
Remember buckets?
Oh fuck, buckets, man.
Buckets.
Ah,
We used to do
Whoa.
fucking tons of buckets. Tons of buckets.
Fuck.
That was dangerous. Buckets are dangerous.
I just, if I'm gonna do that, I'm passing out. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
like,
like,
there's not much time
Buckets
after.
to me are like when you fill your big hazy bag.
Yeah.
Yeah, no.
Yeah. But I know how to beat that. I can't beat buckets.
Fuck, how do you? God, no.
How do I beat the bag? Is I go and do something right afterwards, like something physical, so that way I don't fucking get into that.
But once you bought the ticket, you take the ride, man.
Well, for sure. I just make sure that I take the ride on the road. You know, I don't just fucking
Not
settle.
literally on
But,
the
like,
road for our listeners.
Buckets, that's not possible. You have to be stable.
Yeah.
You have to. Like,
yeah, that's true.
and then you, yeah. So, anyways,
Fucking buckets.
so many ways
I
to
have to
smoke
admit, I
weed.
don't think I've ever done a buckety thingy either.
Oh, man, I knew a guy who fucking was
A
like.
new guy.
I know
like,
a guy.
I knew a guy,
I knew a guy.
back in high school.
Back in high school, this guy
He
was
was like
like
fucking like the MacGyver of bongs.
Oh,
And
shit.
when I say he was the MacGyver of bongs, I'm not talking like take a pop can and pop some fucking holes in it and there you go.
yeah.
He took like shit that he would liberate from the high school, or like garbage almost.
Liberate.
Like, he took a beaker and made a bong out of a beaker and like a table lamp, one of those ones that like clamps on and has the
Yeah.
like your boom mic thing.
Yeah.
The
Boom
one
mic
that had
that
a lamp
clamps,
on-
yeah.
yeah, but with a lamp on it.
Okay.
Turn that into a bong, or like
Wait, what? Did he poke a hole in the beaker?
I don't. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And,
That's
like,
good.
could screw it into the
Oh, wow.
fucking, it was weird, man.
Brilliant.
Yeah, this guy ended up a fucking doctor.
Shit.
Nice.
he
Well,
was
it sounds
fucking
about right.
smart, my guy.
Yeah.
What else did he took one of those
Shout out to smart doctors making bongs.
like those thermos things that they used to bring to like soccer games and shit, and it had like the pour spout. It was like the round.
Oh yeah,
big
yeah.
round one.
Like
Yeah,
the Gatorade ones, sort of
kinda,
looking
yeah,
ones.
but like small and short
Yeah,
and
yeah.
stuff. He made a bong out of one of those.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, just all kinds of crazy shit.
For sure.
It was
Yeah.
wild, man.
That's cool.
So somewhat random, but it just popped in my head when you described him from high school. I recently got an invite to a high school reunion.
Yeah,
And
let's talk about that. I'm on that too now.
You have to graduate to get those. I did not do that.
Oh,
Ouch.
fair.
But
yeah.
it's one of those, I will freely admit, first and foremost, they are certainly chatting back and forth. I will admit, I muted the channel.
You did mute
Oh,
it.
yeah,
Okay. So I'm glad that we're bringing this up because we haven't talked about it.
No.
But I think we're probably on the same wavelength. That's why I'm saying it like that. So it's not a reunion for like our grade.
Well, there's that too.
Right.
There
It's
is
a
that.
60th
just like a whole shit ton of
anniversary
people.
for the whole thing,
Yeah.
which for me,
No. I thought so. The one I was invited to is actually a chat
Yep.
on the Facebook. Nothing to do with 60th. It was just a group of peeps, and hey, do you want to get together? So sorry, I now maybe better understand. Do we want to go to this,
right.
or do we want to be part of it? Just go to the bar.
Exactly.
I understand where you're coming from.
Exactly.
You're right.
Which that's kind of the question.
Gotcha.
And for me, there's some friends that we haven't seen from that era.
Since then,
Yeah, and I would kind of like to do that. But then there's the other part of me is like, there's going to be a bunch of people I don't care or exactly.
Don't
nothing
remember
rude.
until the last moment and realize, fuck, I remember just how much I did not like you.
Right. Or that game of like they know me and I cannot fucking remember who they are.
I'd probably go to
you
like
know?
an elementary school reunion.
Would you?
I don't know about high school.
So it's funny for me. I was never at a consistent elementary school, so it's a high school where I actually was from
I
start to
definitely
finish.
was.
Yeah, for me, I went to like 7 different elementary schools.
I'm very lucky that I still talk to the one person that I want to talk to from elementary school still.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I actually just saw him the other day.
Do I
Nice.
even
Yeah.
talk to anybody from elementary school anymore? I don't know. I don't think so.
Mm.
Middle school.
Yeah, no, I don't. No, I don't either. But I have good memories, and if I ever happen to somehow in some manner bump into most people I know from high school that I liked, I would definitely say hi.
Right. Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. For the most part. Yeah.
Yeah. For me, as I said, elementary school, I do have memories, specifically when I did the 5 to 8, grade 5 to 8.
Right.
But otherwise, yeah, I'm kind of a meh for the public school.
Yeah. I was in Ottawa for the first part of my public school and then finished it off here in London. Yeah. And again, like, I don't know. Public school was school was a weird time for all of us, but
Oh, yeah.
as much as I remember, I don't think I would because, like, I feel like from
Wow.
Back to the question.
I opened up a vein
4,
here.
yeah, no, grade 4 to 8, I'm pretty sure I fucking spent every day in detention, and like it feels like it was
What?
every
Really?
day.
Okay,
Wow.
and
Every day.
did you deserve it?
I don't know. Yeah, no. And the reason why I say that, it's not like I'm not a violent person. I'm not like, you know what I mean? I wasn't doing anything. I could be disruptive. I know that.
Okay, you were
I
just
could be
loud,
obnoxious.
Chris.
I can ask a lot of questions.
It
Things
was
like
that
that.
reason.
You probably
Nope.
weren't like doing what you were supposed to be doing.
Distracted.
Baby, but I got what it needed to get done. So you know what I mean? Like it wasn't like, I don't
Because
know.
they put you in detention.
Yeah, right.
So you just demonstrated
yeah.
that it's a
So
good thing.
even though I
Right.
felt like public school was relatively a fine time, I don't know if I looked the fondest back on it. So I don't really know if I want to
Yeah.
fucking get into that shit with.
To me,
See, I
it-
feel the same about like middle school and high school.
Oh, okay.
I don't look back. High school, I look back on going in the bush and getting high.
Yeah. Actually, that's true. I look back fondly on our parties, the shit that we did,
Well, that's what I
what
was
we
saying.
should have done.
yeah, for me, it's like most things memory wise. It's one of those. I do love it in that sense of I enjoy the memories, the thoughts, all the good things.
Yeah.
But that's just it. I focus on those memories as
Right.
best I can, not all the negatives, PS, annoyance, all the other
Yeah.
shit that goes along with life.
Yeah. A lot of fun stories from
Because
back
yeah,
in
like depending
school.
on the perspective, sure, you say, hey David, you're gonna go back and do that grade 8 visit from your country school back into your original school. Yeah, I would do that. It was fun.
Yeah.
Hey Dave, you're gonna do the you wake up one morning and find out that you're not going to the school you thought you are. You're actually going to a completely different school. And when did you find this out? On the morning the day starts.
Oh, not cool.
No.
On the
Cool.
morning the day starts.
Yeah, you know,
Yeah.
the morning the day starts, you know.
So-
the morning the day,
on the morning-
school starts.
The school starts. Fine. The year starts. even thinking
day
of this.
always-
one of the days. It
The
usually
day
starts in
always
the
starts
morning.
in the morning.
Unless I'm missing something. Yes,
Yeah.
it usually starts in the morning.
Well, when the eclipse is occurring, does that still count as morning if you can't actually see the
If an
sunrise?
eclipse, yeah, it does.
When
Would
does
that
it
not be
happen?
really cool? I don't
Because
think it ever has
the
happened.
sun
but
is
that
in
would be
position.
When the
amazing.
sun rises into
Could
an
you
eclipse.
imagine
Oh,
an
that would be
eclipse
fucking cool.
as the sun is rising, and then suddenly poof? That would be
That would be
interesting
amazing.
experience.
I mean, I'm pretty sure that's like apocalypse happening if that does happen. But yes, that would be cool to see.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I would
agree.
accept apocalypse with that type of perception. Based
Oh,
on what's
sure.
in my
If
brain
that was
right
like
now.
the last thing I saw, well, oh, yep, no, this makes sense.
yeah,
You know what kind of zombies I wouldn't want to deal with during an apocalypse?
Which ones?
The Game of Thrones zombies.
White Walkers.
Because they can like run and like use knives and,
Yeah.
and climb on shit.
They can fucking
Like-
take over dragons.
Like I'd rather get like Walking Dead zombies. You know,
just clunk along.
sure.
do you think any of those zombies were related?
I mean, probably bloodlines for sure.
Yeah,
Yeah, why not? I mean, the Game of Thrones zombies probably led into the
that's what I'm
Walking
saying.
Dead zombies. Yeah, pretty sure.
Yeah,
Yeah, why not? And all other zombies. Did you finally finish the show?
yeah,
Okay, so AJ just finished watching Game of Thrones
yeah.
for the first time.
All of it.
And
Nice.
your ultimate consensus?
It was good. But I think certain people needed to die in better ways in the last couple episodes.
Okay.
Like I wanted to see Cersei get ripped apart
Yeah.
by like a dragon or some shit, or by like two dragons. Like,
Yeah,
but no, she just like a bunch of
Collapse.
rocks fall on her.
for sure.
You got to save a buck during production.
There's that. But I also wonder, and I agree with it. I think a lot of people wanted to see that happen, but I feel like that show was notorious for disappointing fans in one way or another.
Well, because
What if that was a disappointment? It's like, well,
what
we're not doing
happened-
that.
What happened? So it's like 4 or 5 books in the series, right?
Yeah.
But all of those books only got them to like the end of season 3,
Right.
and then after that, they were just making shit up.
Right. With George R. R.
And that's when it started to get
guidance.
fucking wacky,
super wacky.
right? Like that's when all the magical type stuff kind of started happening,
Yeah.
and the children of the forest and blah 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 blah. Like
Right.
the lady in red,
The walking trees. I'm just kidding.
No,
Just
that's
kidding.
different. That's a different stupid show.
That's
Um,
that's a
but
game
like,
of the
yeah,
lords.
all the mythical, magical type stuff started happening after they ran out of book,
Right.
right? So I think that's kind of where it started.
Well,
Mhm.
yeah.
Right?
Do you have a favorite episode that you watched?
I couldn't tell you.
I know one. I know my favorite.
Couldn't tell you. I have favorite characters, but I couldn't tell you a favorite episode.
Battle of the Bastards.
Oh, that was a good one.
That's
That
my
actually that was
fucking-
pretty intense.
Yeah.
There was some episodes.
Epi Toad.
Yeah, there were some episodes that were just like, holy fuck, that was intense.
Yeah, for sure.
Battle of the Bastards being one of them. I think there was when she comes in with the dragons,
Oh, yeah.
torches the fucking place.
Yeah, just fucking,
Yeah,
just literally
I
destroys
liked her
an
up until
entire-
a certain point too.
Yeah.
And then she just got fucking cold.
Yeah, she became a mad bitch.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Well, she could be her dad
Yeah, exactly.
essentially.
It's inevitable, really.
Yeah,
Yeah, it just took like an episode longer.
Ding dong, ding dong.
Who the fuck is that?
What's
not
me?
me.
That was me.
I'm on mute.
Oh, that's
Yeah,
you.
that was
You gotta
me.
stop doing that.
I pity the fool.
Oh, no.
pity
Oh,
baby.
no.
that's way over there. Shut up, nobody can hear. But yeah, I don't know. I liked characters
Yeah.
more so.
Yeah.
I wish we had more Jason Momoa.
Yeah. Yeah. We only got him for a season, right?
Yeah,
Yeah. it's a shame.
season-ish. He came back,
Right.
for, like, a dream
as his,
sequence
yeah,
kinda
that's
thing.
right. Yeah.
but
I agree. His what's his
Khal Drogo.
Khal Drogo was
Yeah.
amazing. Yeah. Yeah, he's great.
I still don't want to watch it.
Oh man, you don't want to see wieners on TV?
No, it's not even
Sloppy.
that.
And you know
It's
what?
just
Butters was
meh.
right. Butters was right.
Yeah.
The only time you saw a wiener, it was like
flaccid
it was yeah,
Yeah,
It was sloppy. You never, but you saw like boobies and
Uh-huh.
coochies all the time.
all the time.
All the
but
time.
if there's a wiener on
It's got to
screen,
be a gay guy's wiener
that's
or
right.
a flaccid wiener.
That's right.
because they're non-threatening to women.
That's exactly.
Oh my word.
Yeah, it's kind of fucked up. Yeah, Butters doesn't lie.
But yeah, no, it was okay.
Was it Butters?
Yeah.
I said what in the butt. I said what.
There you go. Yeah, yeah.
Nice.
But do you think it earns the praise that it gets? Do you claim it on the shit?
To a certain degree,
Yeah.
and then no,
Yeah, that sounds
because
horrible.
That sounds
again
fair, yeah.
they just kind of
It happens a lot
you know,
with television, I find.
it's like they were just kicking the can down the road
Yeah.
after a while.
That drop off point.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
you know,
jumping the shark.
season 1 to pick your number generally depend on your perspectives, and If had it ended, I would be angry that it ended. But I was so happy when it finally ended.
Yeah.
It's like Earl, regardless of the fact that we didn't get to see the story play out. It's when he went to jail. That's when the story kind of
Fair.
right, because I mean
That's really is the end of the story, right? The guy who did.
well, no, he goes to jail and he gets back out.
Yeah,
Like,
okay.
it's I think it's a couple seasons before the show ended.
Yeah.
But it just kind of
Mm-hmm.
and then you're just not really interested in it anymore.
Yeah. Yeah, that's true. I'm trying to think of a show
Or like
that
The Office.
has just gotten better and better with each
Office.
season.
But I will admit, it's one of those ones where that final episode, it really somehow clicked for me.
Yeah.
I have to give credit. It's one of those, the seasons at the end, you start to get really meh.
Well,
But
yeah, like
That episode.
the characters again were still great and the actors were awesome, but
It just started to grind.
as soon as Andy became manager, it just
Yeah.
kind of meh.
Yeah, there was weaker seasons than others. Like the loss of Steve Carell was noticeable. And it's not that they weren't great. They didn't do their very best, but
yeah,
it
like
just,
Ed Helms is fucking hilarious.
yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
But there was definitely a gap, and they never really truly recovered. And then when they did the option, or say the opportunity to bring Michael back, I felt like they wasted that.
Well,
chance
it
in
was
that
up to
episode.
him.
I know.
He's the one who was like,
I know,
I
there's a
don't want
lot-
to have a bunch of.
But the
lines
thing
and
is
shit.
like if you can't recreate that magic, should you try? Right? That's the
You
ultimate
talking about the
question.
final
That's what she
episode?
said.
Or?
Nah. No. I'm just saying, like, not the final episode. I guess I am. Yeah,
it
was
was
the
final
wedding. Yeah, it was the final
It was
episode. Yeah.
Because
They-
I actually
Dwight's
liked
wedding.
it.
I
thought
liked
was,
it too. I just thought they could have done more with him. That's all.
But see, that's what I kind of
But
liked
he
about
did-
it.
But that's what I'm trying to say. He didn't
Yeah.
want to do more.
Yeah, and I
than that
can't
because he didn't want to overshadow the people
Yes.
who were already doing
yes.
Yeah, no, I get it.
from that point, right?
And that's what I liked
didn't wanna
because I
steal
got
the show.
that vibe. Yeah, I got that
Okay.
vibe in that sense of I was happy that it wasn't, hey, he's back.
And
And
it's
it's
see,
all
when
about
I-
him.
When I first
Yeah.
watched it, because I listened to the book that Jenna and Angela did,
Right.
the Office Ladies,
Yeah, yeah.
BFF's book or whatever.
Yeah.
It's a really good book. It's got a lot of insight into how the show was made and stuff
Right
like
on.
that. But yeah, so before I knew all those stories and stuff, and I saw the last episode, I was like, they just didn't have enough money to give him to do lines because you have to give people more money when they have lines,
Right.
Right. But no, that wasn't the case. He didn't want to.
And
have
he
a
can
bunch of-
command
Oh,
a
I
bigger
understand
paycheck.
your
That's
perspective.
true.
Yeah, but he didn't want to have a bunch of lines because he didn't want to steal the show.
Right.
Right.
Yeah.
That makes
Yeah.
sense.
That's actually there was no drama behind the scenes. They were all
I believe
they were
that.
all chums.
I believe that. Well, a lot of the
Even like
Stars
the people who made like
were
the
they
crew
were
and
behind.
everything.
They worked behind the scenes, right? They're producers and writers.
A
and
bunch
stuff,
of them,
right?
yeah.
So I think that's maybe why. Do you know what I mean? Like, when you're not just at the forefront, like you're actually a part of how the sausage
Yeah.
is made. I think it gives you,
Yeah.
you know, and like you said, they're all chums, they're all friends, they're all just trying to make fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, nice.
Apparently,
show.
the camera people were like ex-Survivor camera guys. And
Oh.
that's why they were so good at doing.
Oh,
What they did.
Yeah, a lot of that was all freehand, right?
Yeah, it was all.
Yeah, all freehand. Yeah.
So yeah, they were.
Well,
all-
it gives that ambiance that because it was always
It was a
supposed to be-
documentary,
Yeah,
yeah.
For
Yeah.
sure. Yeah, agreed. Yeah. I'm
Nice.
trying to think of perfect seasons of shows. Like the only one I could think of, but it's still got 1 week episode. But I feel like the show is probably perfect and goes from strength to strength, season to season. Would
Boston Legal.
Be, no, Breaking Bad.
Disagree.
So
There's only one episode I could think of that sucks.
What's
but
that?
that's the Fly episode.
That was a stupid.
So
episode.
dumb.
That was a dumb
and I
episode.
know why they shot it. It's still stupid. And kudos for doing it, but still
Writer's strike
stupid.
or something, right?
It wasn't just the writer's strike. I think it was also so it's usually budget cuts, right? They've got to basically make an
bottle
episode.
episode, they
Yeah,
call it.
bottle episode, exactly. So that was their idea, which okay, great, you did
Stupid
it,
episode.
but it's still fucking dumb. But outside of that, I feel like the show just gets better and better and more intense and more intense as it goes, and it doesn't really drop outside of that episode. Maybe I'm wrong,
I'd
but
have to watch it again. I only watched it
Yeah.
once.
yeah.
my
I'll go
wife
back.
loved it.
I loved
I
it.
watched a few episodes. It never clicked for me. Yeah.
Oh, I mean, you know what? You might want to
was
go
never
back
that
and
was
watch it now.
Bad, I guess I should say.
Sure.
It never clicked for the type of like when I go to
He
watch
watches
something.
shit like Knitting with Norma on
I
PBS.
know,
Those
I
are the
know.
kinds of shit.
Anything's
Those
possible.
I
didn't
wish I
fall off.
could. I wish I
Those
could.
didn't
If I
fall
more
off for
do
him.
the YouTube knitters. We sit there and we have a pretend chat with one another.
I
Knitting
love
with
it.
Nancy.
Yeah,
Knitting with
yeah.
Nancy. That's true.
That's
Yeah.
basically it. Yeah.
Yeah. Martha Stewart's finer knitting.
Martha.
Yeah, but yeah, I have seen a few episodes, and again, not all the episodes I've ever seen. I've been quite happy. They've been enjoyable. I can understand why people love it, but I've never wanted to watch anything.
Oh, I was hooked.
Man,
I was hooked on that
never
show.
hooked.
Yeah. All right.
Boston Legal, I think, is the last time I've been hooked.
Boston Legal was a pretty succinct show. I don't think
It
really
was.
dropped. Did it drop in any season?
Not in my opinion. The one thing I will say, I still love it. I love my memories and my essence. I have found that trying to rewatch it is slightly challenging, just because a lot of the humor and thoughts is nostalgic, and I love it. But it's just that it's very nostalgic.
The show doesn't hold up.
Yeah, it's starting to crumble a bit around
age
the
well.
edges.
Got it.
Yeah, because again, things have changed even since
For
then.
sure.
Like the last episode was made, I think, in 2008 or 9, just after the strikes.
Yeah.
And that was a few years ago.
Yeah, good point. Yeah. Do you know a show is fucking rock solid, still holds up today?
Friends.
I was gonna say
Friends.
Seinfeld.
Nope,
it's
disagree.
being played
I hate
at
that
work
fucking
often.
show.
I disagree.
hate that
I
show.
think it's fucking
I hate that
magnificent.
show. I tried again. I tried again to watch. I keep.
It
trying.
is pop culture
I
in
keep
22
trying,
minutes.
But no, see, but to me, that's very similar to Boston Legal. I
Right.
agree with you. I loved it in that time, that space for my brain,
So
that
dated.
age.
Yeah.
But I have tried to rewatch it, and it does not click for me.
Okay. Well, maybe I'm only getting in like 5 or 10 minute bites. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
Maybe.
it's nice.
Yeah, like the memories, the big things episode. Sure, I love it. Little snippets, I love
Yeah.
it. But to actually sit and rewatch it, I've tried a few times, and
There's maybe 2 episodes of Seinfeld that I could say I thought were somewhat humorous, but they would have encompassed all of the other episodes too. Like it's just the same shit. Like the one with the bet.
Yeah, yeah.
The bet.
Classic.
And then Kramer comes in and like 2 seconds later.
Yeah.
I'm out. And the jacket.
Right.
The suede jacket one.
Yeah.
Oh, that was a good one too.
That was a great one. Yeah.
Those were all right.
Yeah. I always loved also the episode where he couldn't hear the girlfriend and he agreed to something, didn't know what it was. It was the frilly shirt.
Right.
Fuck, something
right.
about that one it clicked for me.
I love
Oh,
the.
and then there's the Mulva episode. He's
Oh,
trying to
Mulva,
guess, trying to guess her name. She's trying to guess the broad's name. And,
Yeah.
or sorry, the lady's name. I shouldn't say that. That's bad.
But that's what I love about Seinfeld, because we have these memories of
Right.
it. Could we go back and rewatch all the seasons? I know I could
I
not.
don't know. That is 9 years.
Yeah,
That's
it's like
9 years of
Star Trek
entertainment.
Next Generation.
Right.
I love it.
Yeah.
I watched the first 2, brought back lots of beautiful memories, and I couldn't do any more. Then I
Yeah.
went and watched a few specials that I know a lot of the Q episodes.
Oh,
was
the
my
Q's
favorite.
the best. The board
Yeah,
episodes.
I can
yeah.
watch the original series,
Oh yeah.
but I don't know. I think I find it entertaining because of what they were trying to do in the time they were trying to do it.
Right.
Mhm.
Whereas, like, in the 90s, it's just another sci-fi show.
Sure.
But back in the 60s, the sets were really cool.
Well, hey, give TNG its credit. I think it started in the 80s, late 80s.
Yeah.
Well, 89, 88.
Yeah.
Yeah, somewhere in
yeah,
there.
for
I remember
sure.
that. Yeah.
So
But either way, like I will admit, I love TNG. To me, that was for peak. Deep Space Nine is probably my second, but
No,
For me.
TNG.
you're wrong.
that's fine.
No, TNG is the GOAT for sure.
Yeah,
Not even a
TNG is up
question.
there. Yeah, yeah.
And I don't know. I did love DS9 a lot.
Yeah.
No. You're
I would
wrong.
say
I
classic
wanted to
DS9
love
I-
Voyager more.
I
I
did
really
too.
wanted to,
I
but
did
it
too.
never clicked for me.
In Voyager's credit, though, the last 2 seasons were fucking bangers. Like that was the last 2 seasons where they were basically
I think I was
run
already
from the
lost
aliens
by
and shit.
then,
Oh yeah,
so,
that was great. But you're right. Up until that
when
point.
the I think the half Borg lady or whatever
Yeah, yeah.
showed up, that's where I was like,
I was
yeah,
like,
I
yeah.
think I'm done.
That's
I enjoyed
it.
the J.J. Abrams movies.
They were good.
I did too, actually.
me too.
I will admit.
Yeah.
Yep.
I agree. Except for, I mean, the bullshit, thinly veiled bait and switch with the con thing in the second one.
You
I
know
was
what?
like,
I'll
okay.
agree with that too. I'll agree with that.
Okay,
It was
we
like-
saw it coming, bud.
But you could have just said so.
I know. Yeah, just say it. Just say it's
You didn't
con.
have to- yeah.
Yeah, we don't have to. You don't have to try to bamboozle us.
No,
It's okay.
because that's what we want.
That's right. We want
We con.
Yeah, we want Cumberbatch to be con.
Yeah, right.
And if you just were straightforward with it, you probably would have made another one. Everyone would have been happy, but you didn't. So.
Well, no, because I mean they left him on the
Anyways,
planet.
I know.
You can't do that.
Shh, it's true.
You can't do that.
What's next? Whales, and they're going to be called space whales, not whales.
Whales.
Yeah, whatever.
Whales.
Anyways.
All right.
All right. Star
I got
Trek
enough
fans.
fails.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
What else we want to talk about?
You know what sucks? You wouldn't know what sucks. 4-month sleep regression in babies.
I don't know what that is, but yeah, that sounds like it sucks.
Yeah, no, it's no fun.
No.
No. It's when babies, they decide they don't want to go to sleep when they're supposed to go to sleep. Or eat when they're supposed to eat. And then they get cranky. Dave would know all about this.
I actually was a little fortunate with both my kids. So Sam, yeah, she always had what we called the Jeopardy hour, where she would just start screaming randomly.
Like when Jeopardy was on
that
TV?
was always the
Yeah,
joke.
okay.
I would just want to watch Jeopardy, and I think she just caught the vibe. And basically from 7 to 11, just there was no way to make Sam happy.
Oh, wow.
And we had checked for gases and all these other things because it always seemed to the same time. Nothing ever found. It was just, and yeah, it was just Sam.
Oh, yeah, we
Yeah.
think his teefies might be coming in. So
Yeah.
Oh, yeah,
that
that's
might
like
be part of
That could be part of it. Yeah.
Actually, I do know about this. I think these parents that have this situation going on with the children decide to bring them to Costco all the time.
Oh, yeah, maybe.
Yep.
Mm.
And so
To
I get
walk
to hear
around.
it. Yep.
See, it's one of those things.
They're like,
If-
hey, I got to be pissed off and annoyed. Guess what?
So the one thing I'll
Guess what?
quickly throw
Somebody
out,
else.
the one quick thing, because again, parents with children or a person going into a Costco with a child, see, that's one of those things I actually can't get terribly upset because it could just be they need to get this shit because they need food, they need diapers.
Oh, no, I get
They
it.
pick
Oh, sure.
up the kids freaking the F out, but they need to get these
Oh,
things.
yeah.
Get
They're
it.
in, they try to get out as quickly as possible. And it's just, hey, that's life, unfortunately. So anytime I see a kid freaking out, and as long as I see the parent trying to either calm or just get shit done, because I remember being there, I generally just give that head nod of fuck beans. Because that's just life. Now,
Yeah, no,
if we're in a library or we're watching a movie in a theater, that's where I'll get pissy because I'm sorry, there's no reason.
Oh, yeah,
you don't
shouldn't
need
be taking
yeah.
your
Yeah.
4-month-old
like
to the
grocery
movie theater.
store, even in when you're talking about in malls and things, depending what section, what they're like, if they're trying a new dress or something while the kid's freaking out, that to me is probably wrong. But if they're in there trying to again get the shit they need to get done, or they have to go and file taxes, or they have to get their fucking license renewed, and hey, that's what they need to do.
Oh, I understand
Chris,
that there's
fuck.
a need for that, but it's my prerogative to make fucking fun of them. Of course, I don't. I get it. It's a situation,
Ah, see,
but
to me, that's no, you can't do that.
or people could just have a sense of humor and move on with their lives.
No,
No.
stop telling me how to live my
All right.
life, Harvey.
All right,
Fuck.
you'd be offended.
Yeah, Mussolini.
All right. Well, what else we want to talk about besides babies being annoying
And how much of an asshole you are to
and how
them.
much of an asshole
No.
I am to babies?
Too bad. We're gonna
Fucking
talk
hate those babies.
You know what? We're gonna have a whole episode about babies and
All right.
raising children.
For sure, as long as I could stick a dead baby joke in there sometimes.
Oh,
Well, you
That's
can't.
all that matters to me. Okay, then. You got to do it, right?
That's your prerogative.
That's my prerogative.
You want people to
It
listen
really
to this
worries
shit?
me,
I don't
but
know, man.
I don't know. See, what worries me most is your want to speak about dead
Your
babies.
desire.
Your
Oh,
desire.
my
That
desire.
is,
Yeah,
this is
I-
disturbing.
I'm speaking.
I
to
think actually that's what we're going to talk about most. We'll
I
have to
think
sit
so.
and have a good discussion about your mental capacity.
that's
at
good
this
because I am
moment.
speaking to my counselor about it. So this will be a good
Good,
double
good.
session for
Good,
sure.
good, good.
For sure. We
We'll
should
give you
definitely
our
talk about that.
perspective and thoughts.
And your counselor would be like, so could you be telling them, oh, dead babies, and underneath the video, dialing 911.
Yeah, pushing the hidden button really frantically.
No. She can't. We have patient and patient, whatever it's called.
Patient
doctor.
impatient.
Patient counselor.
No, if you're gonna hurt
confidentiality.
somebody else or hurt yourself,
If I'm going to, I'm not saying I'm going to. I'm saying hypothetically. Hypothetically.
what if there weren't any hypothetical questions?
What if there weren't?
I love the what if on a. Okay, we need to end this. Oh
I think
my
we're
god,
there
we
now.
are
I think we're
very
done.
well.
I know. All right, let's wrap it up, shall we? All right.
Right.
And you out there, what do you think of our distracted discussion? Do you like what we talked about? Do you have anything to offer? We want to hear from you, so please let us know your thoughts on our fun discussion today in our comments or on our Discord channel or at any other place you can find us. That'd be on Twitter, the YouTubes. It would be on Instagram, Facebook.
You're just not going
all
to
those
accept that
places.
it's called X, are you?
Whatever it's called. Whatever.
I thought they changed back.
Elon Musk channel. Whatever it is. That's what
Yeah,
Elon
that's actually
Musk
a good
show.
call.
There you go.
That's pretty good.
All of that.
Truth Social, only different.
Wherever we are, we want you to come find us, and you can find all our places to reach out to us within our description. If you like what we're doing, we got ourselves a little Buy Me a Coffee link, so if you want to help us pay for some bublés and help keep the lights on, please support us through that. And if you're out there and you're not feeling well in the mental department, we want you to know you are not alone. This world is all sorts of messed up, and we're all going through mental things. So it's important to know that you matter, not just to us, but to those that are around you, and to talk about those things to whomever will be listening to you. So if you can't find anybody in your direct vicinity, we're going to have some links in our description so you can seek out the help you might need. But until next time, I've been Harvey.
I said what in the butt.
And I'm to Dave.
I'm pillaging everyone, you included.
And
What you talking about, Willis? What you talking about, Willis?
you didn't know that was AJ, and he got himself sarcastically distracted.
I did.
Along with the rest of you. Thanks for so much for joining us on our fun program, and have a wonderful night. Peace.